Yo, this Oodie.
Yes. Freddie JB.
Two stupid dogs.
Hey, yo, Oodie.
Yeah, man, it's Freddie JB.
It's Two Stupid Dogs podcast.
Two stupid dogs.
Yep.
Everybody in this bitch bark, please.
Woo, woo, woo.
I'll take it.
It wasn't
I was waiting for the
synchronized,
countdown.
See?
See?
Yeah, I gotta stay consistent.
You see?
You know what I'm saying? Son punto tres. How's everybody?
that boom boom.
Listen, we ain't get there yet.
Send boom boom
When
trace.
that day comes,
That's 3 pussies. Send boom boom trace.
Oh my God.
3 pussies.
Wow.
This nigga.
What'd you say it was? What'd you say it was?
Wow. Off the gate. Right out the
Anyway,
gate.
this is episode 62, man. We back at it. This is the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm still full, nigga.
I'm fucking hot. When did it get hot in here? They get hot.
Pussies, that's why. Got you sweating, you know what I'm saying?
Woo.
Anyway, episode 62, we got some guests for you guys. First of all, ladies first, introduce yourself. We got the wonderful, most beautiful.
Boricua y Morena V.
Psych!
Yo.
Hey,
Woo! I feel the headlock coming.
Lord. Oh, this
First of all,
shit got real now.
we can have round 2. I've been working out.
Oh, this shit got real now.
We can do that.
Wow. Anyway, we got our special guest,
Wow.
the Monsieur.
Wow.
Hello. What's up? It's Kel Keyz.
Hey.
You already know. Music producer.
No, Kel Keyz, man. Who is Kel Keyz?
Listen, I am a young guapo. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Kel Keyz, 23. Music producer.
Deal.
Father.
Yes.
You already know.
I like that.
Trying to take care of things best I can. But my dreams are music productions, being able to do music full time, and that's what I'm striving for. That's the goals I'm trying to reach for. Yeah, of course, dude.
Bless.
And we also got our wonderful engineer in the back, DJ Shurelive, who always likes to stay out of the cup, but it's okay.
Bing.
We get it.
See.
You know
That's
what
what we
I'm saying?
do.
How you doing how you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm not too bad, man. We chill. Not too bad.
Coasting?
I'm coasting, man. Mother Nature dripping outside. She,
Yo,
she just
it's
letting out her
snowing,
dandruff.
snowing.
It's all right.
If you're not from Providence or Rhode Island right now,
Or anywhere that's that lets off snow.
just know December 1st.
We ain't talking about cocaine.
Oh my God. Anyway, man. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? I know we spent Thanksgiving. But we went to
Low key,
Buddy's house.
right.
How's everybody else's Thanksgiving?
It was dope. Spending with family, just.
This nigga-
Yeah.
It don't sound like you. You don't look like you don't got one.
Thanksgiving started.
You don't got a good one.
Nah, I think it was just that year that everyone was just like, yo, let's ease back. Let's see what happens.
This shit kind of trash, though.
Yeah.
At least for me. You guys know why.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
trash.
yeah, yeah,
It's trash. Basuda.
2020 would be better, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh,
better
no,
be
yeah.
shit.
I'm traveling.
Ain't no
I'm
better.
traveling.
Stop.
Yeah.
Ain't no better be. Gonna be. Because if you ain't gonna speak it right now, don't even bother.
Will be.
Gonna.
Will.
Will.
Going to?
Yeah, going to.
Will?
Shall.
Out.
Hold up. Freddie. Gunna looks weird.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Anyway, man, so we got Kel Keyz on this episode, man. We really wanted to come out and highlight this brother right now. He's been doing big things. All I know is, just mark my words, this man right here will be my 40 one of these days. You know what I mean? If you know 40.
I appreciate that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? The right-hand man to Drake. But this guy is extremely talented, and you've been doing your thing for a while. But before we get into anything about your music, your goals, and everything like that, I personally love this story of how you met Shurelive.
Hey.
So I need it on
We're brothers.
So it's
We're
on
happy.
the record.
We're singing.
On
We're
the
colored.
record.
It's gonna be
Alright,
official
bet.
now,
It's
dude.
just a dope story. So I
Bet.
just want, let's start off. Like,
All right.
Kel Keyz, how did we know you, nigga? Like, how'd you meet Shurelive?
All right.
What happened? You know what I'm saying?
So, all right. We're gonna go back and forth, like, cause
All right, bet. Yeah, no, I got you.
perspectures.
All right,
But
right.
long story short, I ended up at Guitar Center. I think I was I was like, 17 going on 18, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Yeah, I was in high school still, and
What high school did you go to?
I went to the Met my senior year. Yeah, hell yeah. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for making that change. But started at Guitar Center, and I always have a routine when I go into Guitar Center. I'm sure every like musician that goes in there does. So as soon as I walk in there, I go right to the keyboards, and like boom, it's like the first thing I see, keyboards, and then I'll do
Kel Keyz.
right.
Wow.
Keyboards and acoustic guitars, and then I'll go to the drums. So when I did my typical keyboard session, I was just playing around, looking at the new equipment. And then they have a DJ room in that keyboard department. So I walked by, and it was Shurelive, Nice, and was it Jordan? Is his name?
Right.
And Jordan. I didn't know them at that time yet. But I walked by, and I saw them. They were all vibing. I was like, oh, that's cool. They look like cool people. That's whatever. Like, they're all vibing. So whatever. Went to the acoustic guitars, and then I made it to the drums. And I always play the electric kits that they have set up on there. So the electric kits are like electric keyboards, so you can choose different types of sounds and stuff. So I went to a trap kit, and like the kick drum was like an 808. Had the trap snare, the hi hats, whatever, the whole 9 yards.
AKA that shit was tough.
Yeah, dude. So whatever, I started like making a beat, whatever, and then I found a groove, and I guess you could take it from here, dude.
Take it away, right? So
If you don't know Shurelive,
Listen.
once he hears a groove, all the way from Alaska.
Listen. Hey, listen.
When sharks smell blood.
Them wolves and reindeers got rhythm too, nigga. Come on. Listen. Look at him. But nah, same thing, you know what I mean? You go to the Guitar Center, like, you got a routine. Like, even if you're not like a musician, like, you're going there for something, so that at least you're gonna make a roundaway somehow. So, you know, regular routine, go to Pro Audio, where they got the MIDI keyboards and all the DJ equipment. Fuck around a little bit. They got the little studio area. Go check out what's new, you know, mics and stuff like that.
I don't mean to cut you off, dude. I just pictured like a whole video, like, you know, when they're showing different perspectives on like videos. So it'll like show them like in the DJ section, and like from behind you'll see me in the window, just like, oh, like they look mad cool, whatever. Some funny shit, but my bad. You can keep going.
Nah, real shit. Yeah, so I went there to go and get a DI box, so that way I can record a bass guitar part in a song that later got released that day. So now we're leaving Pro Audio. I got it, bought it, boom, we're good to go. I'm like, I'll stop by drums, let's see what's going on in there. Like, I remember I looked at an electronic, you're right? Nigga. Remember there's this electronic kit that I wanted to check out, this rolling joint, right? Starting to get close to the drum section, you just hear. Like, fuck. All right, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So you're getting closer because I can't see who's there yet. But like, get closer. I'm like, shit, that's crazy. Jordan and Nice go by me, continue walking because they went to go check like deeper into drums, and then they came back. And I'm looking at Nice. I'm like,
Your ear started twitching.
you won't spit right now. And if there's anything you know, like, he hates being like egged on like that and put on the spot. But sure enough, you know what I mean? Start spitting, right? People are like, oh shit, okay. Some people start like creeping out of areas that, you know what I mean?
Oh, what's this?
Right. So now he notices that he's spitting. He's like, oh shit, he's kind of nice.
So you wanted
Oh, I'm gonna start switching it up now, right? So now he's getting excited and like, nah, I'll let you take it away because I was like, yo, this shit's crazy.
No, I mean, literally, like, that's like what it was. So, like, people started coming, and we ended up building up, like, well, it was like a good, like, it was at least like 10 people. It wasn't that crazy,
Yeah,
but it was like 10 people
12
literally
people?
just standing there, like, watching us while Nice was just rapping, and we were going back and forth, like, trading solos and stuff. It was mad cool, dude. It was just a dope ass experience.
But
So, like,
my favorite part is when he asked you your age and
Oh, yes.
because I've always been bigger, like, naturally. So it was like, oh, this was probably like 21, like, I'm 17.
I'm not even thinking anything of it. I'm like, yo, so how old are you, bro? It's like, oh no, you were 16. Now
Was I 16?
Yes.
I was
He's
16.
like, yeah, I'm 16. You're what?
Yeah. Boy, it's been nice.
Trying.
Who you? Yo,
let me ask you a question. Are you introverted, like as far as like your personality?
Like, what do you mean, like?
So like, do you like be like alone? Are you like a loner or whatever? Because I find it hard to make friends sometimes. Like,
Okay.
It's like when you said like, oh, those dudes look dope.
Yeah, they're like
there be times like there's a group of people over there, and like they'll be doing some shit that I like, and I cannot for the life of me go over there and talk to them. Like I can't insert myself in somebody else's
But
shit.
I feel like it depends on the person, because even though I feel like I'm more of an ambivert than an extrovert, but I'm out there. But in the sense of I don't start a conversation. If somebody's doing some shit out there that I like, I'm not going up to them. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I keep it pushing. But if I'm around and people,
yeah,
me,
exactly. So
Yeah,
that's kind of like how that worked out. Yeah, I've never been like that. I was like a straight up like church boy like at that time. So like nothing wrong with that. But I was like heavily in church. My mom, like, I was raised in like a church background. So I was never really like the one to like walk up to people and be like, yo, what's up? Like, I'm a producer, this and that. Like, I just like watch from afar. Like that looks dope. Maybe I can meet them one day. Whatever.
Jesus saves. God bless.
Ecclesiastes 16:34. Be blessed. But anyway, so you learned your music from the church.
Yeah,
Play,
pretty much.
So first of all, you know what I mean, just like Masego, this man does everything. So what do you play? You know what I mean?
I play. I'll start from like what I least know to like what I'm like most proficient at. So it would probably be like guitar, bass guitar, then piano, drums. No, I'm sorry. Guitar, bass guitar, sing, piano, drums, and then like production and like little other like I play percussion stuff like Latin percussion, beatbox a little bit, whatever. But I don't know. I'm not, dude. I haven't practiced for a long time, but I've been.
A little bit.
But how was that transition from going from church to playing what you wanted? Because my assumption is I never started in the church or nothing, but usually like when you talk to people that are very talented that learn church, like, oh no, my skills are from God. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
You don't lead the church out here.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
So like, how did you do?
He's a heathens.
Hold it together.
Hold it
together. Hold it together.
This music's not for them heathens. So how was that transition? And you literally was like, nah, mama, I'm a gangster.
Nah, I'm no gangster. I'll tell you that now. I'm no gangster. But no, man, it was difficult. You know, like it was just it's hard being raised in that type of background, and like you just get to a certain age where it's like I just kind of want to venture out. Like you would just being experienced or exposed to different stuff. You start like thinking differently. Like like that I still believe in God. You know, I still have like faith, and I don't take my gifts for granted. But
you start finding out for yourself what you want to do, and
right.
like it never aligns. Like I have the kind of the same story. I grew up in the church. My grandmother's a bishop, uncles are pastors.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I started. I could play the drums. Like that was my thing, but I felt like it wasn't being nurtured at church, especially because my cousins were getting my cousins' parents were the head of the musicianship. So they was getting more time on the drums, and it was getting more. So I naturally went to elsewhere. Like I was just like, yo, fuck this shit. To me, that was what was keeping me at church. Because when you're young, you don't really get the concept of God.
Right.
But what keeps you there is being a musician.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So it's like you're God's just a plus, right? And then you know what I'm saying? But why you go to church is be able to what is it called? Like express yourself, express your gift.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then then eventually you find yourself being saved or whatever.
Right.
But
great for y'all, because I grew up in Jehovah's Witness church, man. Ain't nothing. Oh Lord is my Savior. Nigga,
that's all they do?
Nigga, I ain't expressing nothing to that type of music. I'm in the bathroom beatboxing.
And a lot of my cousins now, like
I never had that.
My cousin EJ, he's doing really well, traveling overseas and shit, and playing the drums. He's fucking nice. Kid's gifted. He's way more gifted than I ever was, so I'm not mad. Like,
no disrespect to Jehovah's Witnesses, by the way, but yeah.
No,
I
but it'd
mean,
be like
don't be
that
coming
too,
up.
'cause
Don't be coming up to my door.
the difference between the church that I grew up in and the church my cousin Jarrell grew up in
Oh man, I can imagine.
is different.
Very.
And churches need to pay their musicians. Make sure they get paid. They do.
I feel like that's
The pastor's getting fucking paid.
They'll say it's for bills, like it's for bills for the,
The
church. That's
pastor
a
is
super
getting
fine
paid.
line.
Why
that
can't the
I'm not
musicians
gonna,
too get
I'm not
paid
gonna
too?
dabble into.
They
too
have
deeply
way more
about
of a gift to the pastor.
I see what you're
I'm
saying.
sorry.
We're not gonna have it repeated. Wow.
My bad, bro. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Monsieur Keyz. So continue.
See.
Keep it going. I mean, all I do is read a book. Go ahead. I ain't gonna front though. The Bible's kind of hard to read. If you stupid like I am,
You gotta throw
thou shalt.
You gotta throw that shit on the audio book, nigga.
Yeah, they have different versions
They do.
of wording and stuff.
I like the LeBron James version, but that's.
Yo, Jared.
He's funny, dude.
Oh my God.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm
Hold on one
retarded.
second.
Next.
I'm retarded. Hold on. Let's go.
Wait.
My bad, Kels. My bad, Kels. No. Keep going. I'm sorry, Kels.
I don't need to apologize, dude.
In other
That's funny,
news,
dude.
What? Oh, we talk about this shit later.
I'm like I get scolded later. What's going on?
I'm dead.
God knows my heart. Let's go.
But continue, my good sir. So finding that transition, how difficult was it? Like, did you have to like talk to your mom, or like, you know what I mean, or you just kind of just like slowly started getting away from like church music, or maybe you always did it and just kind of found your own path after school or something. Or after
Yeah, no, I feel you. I think it was just like,
LeBron James.
just like, I read the LeBron James Bible, and
God bless, dog.
no, but I mean, it was the main thing was just trying to like explain to her, like, like she's like, oh, like you getting ready for church, like. No, I don't want to go to church today. And I was mad nervous. Like, my mom's Puerto Rican, so she's like,
oh
¿Qué
shit.
tú dijiste? I'm like, I don't want to go to church today. I'm like, she's like, I can't hear you. I don't want to go to church. I don't feel like going. I just kind of want to stay home. Like,
You look like you're going.
Yo, he's over there.
He's having a flashback.
I'm like,
having a
flashback.
You still deal with that shit. Your mom's calling
yeah,
you like,
kind of low key. Like, my mom's gonna
You
watch
got
this and be
anxious
like,
just now.
oh, I just watched your podcast, but whatever. I'm like, oh, we got some stuff to talk about. But yeah, you get older and you just, like I was saying, you just get exposed to more stuff. You start thinking like what else is out there? Like YouTube was crazy for me. Like fucking, I went through like a whole like alien like phase, dude.
they said you went through conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah, dude.
All right,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the episode we're gonna do this on. This motherfucker didn't want to do this because he said he don't care. But we're gonna talk about conspiracy theories.
Okay.
All right, but keep going. Finish it.
But no, I mean, it was just difficult going through that and
The best is
just being
when
able to like
you see,
transition.
like, we all grew up in the church. When we start doing that transition, when we stop going, it's the funniest shit. Like when we like less and less. So like, you start you start wearing sneakers with the tie and the shirt. And then you got one untucked shirt. Now you start wearing no ties. And then it gets to the point where you just in full blown jeans, a tee, and your mom don't give a fuck. You still going. It's like, damn, you trying so hard not to like being an asshole, not going all the way with your tie and shit.
See, my transition was such a fucking fall off, dog. Like, and I feel like, God loves me because if I was him, I would have been struck me. Like, I would have been like hit the lightning bolt, ha, motherfucker. Because I went from going to church because I was told to go to church, playing the drums and loving it. Then my cousin's getting more shine, so I would skip out of church. I would go to my aunt's house around the corner. Then I started going back to church with guns and weed in my backpack, and I was just bugging. Like it was mad. It was just revolving. It was just going downhill. I was going though.
At least I
was going, and then I started. And then you ever go to like? That's how I knew I had the devil in me at one point. Because I can't go into church and not think that the pastor's swearing. I used to be in church, right? I used to be in church. I'm like, is somebody hearing this nigga swear?
Now, bitches.
I used to like, yo, wait. I swear, everything. I can
all
call.
you hear is, say, pastor. Like,
I can call Nick right now, and we be having the same. Like, yo, is he swearing? Is somebody hearing this? And everybody else saying like, yes, Lord, yes. I'm like, you guys hear what he said?
Yo, low key, I've seen some stuff that it just makes church look like such a cult type environment, bro. I'm like,
I don't want to.
I never noticed it like that. I'm like over here like singing and stuff, and you like look at a video and it's like, you take a step back, like.
Yeah, when you go from the outside.
I've seen the worst of what church what church has to offer, and that's why I don't go to this day. But I'm very much believe in God. Yeah. I have my differences with the Bible itself and the possibility of Jesus not being real, but I believe in a higher power, and I believe in God Himself. But that's beside the point. But church was fun. I love the music. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes when you're younger, you ever been young and see somebody catch the Holy Ghost? That's scary. Like that shit, yeah, that shit right there. Or a motherfucker speaking in tongues. Oh yeah. What?
That was my whole life, bro. That's why I was like, I started like, I don't know, I just started.
That shit's scary. My mom used to bust open the door at night sometimes and like cry and bless the house. That shit's scary. You be in there playing 2K,
banging threes, dude.
She blessing the house. Hitting niggas with holy water and shit. I'd be like, yo, hit me with now sizzling a little bit. Oh, it's my edges. Like, yeah. Yo, that's the scariest moment of my life.
Oh my God.
Niggas had guns pulled on them. Your mom busted open the door.
Holy water.
Like praying over the house. You think something's wrong. I'm over there grabbing like, you okay? She was in that deep spirit.
But speaking of though, so like how was so you're finally, so now you're like you're out of church now, you know what I'm saying? Now you're coming a man, you're coming on your own. So how did you start like developing your sound and starting to like what did you start listening to more of and just started honing into your production skills and you know what I mean? Because you're playing everything, but what influences you pretty much?
I don't know, man. I think it was really just like the type of friendships I've built over the years and. I was always listening to like Christian music and stuff like that. So like I didn't even know who like B was until like I was like like maybe 18 or whatever. Like where I was like really like
he was
getting out there. Yeah, dude. I was deep in there. But I don't know. I just like people were telling me like, yo, you ever hear of these guys? You hear of these guys? And I was like, no, whatever. Just listen to that. Imagine. I need to look the part. You know, I'm becoming a man. I'm gonna start sagging.
Like I'm out of church now. I can do what I want.
Kel Keyz jumped off the porch. Go my friends, mom.
You know what I'm saying? But so that was your transition. So what about your music right now? So you said you also do sing. So did you start singing in church as well?
Yeah, I did a little bit of singing. Like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off right there, but like everyone from my from my mom's side of the family, like everyone either sings or like plays an instrument. We kind of talked about it in the Cooking for Compadres, but my mom is a singer first, and like she was always like singing around the house and stuff. So I was like singing or like. I didn't really like had the thought like, oh, I can actually sing. I can kind of do this until like I was older. Like when I actually really started producing and stuff, and like I would come up with ideas and like sing it out, and I'm like, why don't I just record this, whatever, and like just kind of that way. So I mean, I'm 23 now, like 4 or 5 years ago, but shit, I just lost my train of thought right there. but I just like started singing whatever, and then. I'm so sorry, dude. What was the question again? I really lost my train of thought right there. Like,
so you didn't start singing in the church, pretty much. You just started like kind of just doing your own production, singing to yourself, and he was like, "Yo, I might as well just do it to myself." So did you always know you knew how to sing in a sense, and you just kind of like after a while started like getting into it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess yeah. After a while, I started getting into it and just doing it more. I mean, when I was in high school, my senior year, I was interning at the music studio, so. There was a group of girls there that they were like the group or whatever that needed music made for them. So I ended up joining and like I was making beats for them. So while they were recording and stuff, I would throw like my ideas. I'd be like, try this harmony, try this, and like I would do that and they all did it and it was like, yo, like that's actually fucking kind of dope. Like I actually understand the whole singing process, being on key, whatever, and like. As like I got older and older, I started listening to more like, kind of like EDM type shit, and like I really gravitate towards that just because you can get in like so many different types of moods and sounds, like with like EDM type music. So I just really gravitated toward that, and like that's kind of like what molded my sound with like the new whatever is modern now, the whole trap type vibe, like, and then EDM, try to mix it in with EDM or whatever, and like that's kind of like what I would say my sound is.
So I'm assuming that you learned how to make beats and things of that nature through YouTube.
Yeah, like learning how to use the software really more was like what I would really search on YouTube, how to do different types of effects, or like how to make it sound like it's underwater, or like how to use the system. But the whole like music side, that like when the first time I was able to use a type of software to make beats was my senior year in high school, and like I already knew I had the beats in my head. It was just a matter of how do I lay this out and like actually put this down, and like as time went on, then I got more into mixing and like leveling and how to make it actually sound good. But the beats were like, they were all, like always there. It was just a matter of like, now I can actually like put it out there. I know how to add the drums and this and that. So,
Word.
So, I mean, you have some music with us. I'm just trying to hear.
Yeah, dude. I got a little bit of something right there.
So I wanna. So your favorite is EDM, right? Like
yeah, I would say more like pop, like pop trap type shit. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Kinda.
So what are you gonna show us?
So the first two I'm gonna show you are gonna be like my first like singles type things that I've released. But the first one is me singing and like my production. But the second one was more for, it was a contest that I ended up joining. But the company that dropped the contest, they released a vocal sample pack. So it was just different types of one hits, like people just going ah, or like hey, or like shit like that. So like I just did that, and one of them was like a whole verse that a guy sang out. So that was the contest, like make a beat around this verse, or like using stuff from this pack, and they're royalty free, so you can like upload it and make money off of it, whatever. So I was like, this shit sounds like a dope song, so I might as well like drop it for the contest, but I also uploaded to iTunes and all that, and actually it just dropped yesterday. So
that seems more difficult to have like the vocals and then have to make a beat around it versus having a beat and have to add vocals in. That's more difficult, right?
I don't know. I love doing stuff like that. Like I've been on a kind of like a what's the word for it? Yeah, dude. I'm like I love the fact that I already have a vocal. I have an idea, and just finding what exactly. Yeah. The BPMs, finding what key it's in, and then like just starting from something there, and I just kind of vibe off of it, and it'll be a vocal from like an R&B song, and then I'll turn it into like some dubstep type shit, or like just an example of something.
I always wanted to learn how to make beats, but I just suck. My brain doesn't work that way.
I'm gonna send you some shit.
I think I found my niche in photography. I'll never be a beat maker.
That's why I only have the performance tracks. Besides the point, anyway. Yeah.
No, but I'm down, dude.
Wait, before I forget, you know how you mentioned earlier being an introvert and you have a hard time inserting yourself into some shit that has nothing to do with you?
Yeah.
I think I'm the opposite. I don't know how to not do that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I literally talk to random people all the fucking time, and I have no problems jumping in.
I
see niggas dancing
try to mind my business.
I'm over there like, hey!
Oh, that's different.
And I have
dancing. That's dancing.
Not
but
just
like, you're just gonna walk up to a random group having a conversation, and you're just gonna
not having no, I've done it. If they're having a conversation on something that if they're having a conversation about something that I'm interested in, or I have some input, like I literally would just right in. Won't even introduce myself. Like, oh my god, See, I overheard you.
See, the only way I know how to do that is if I hear a joke and it is kind of funny.
Oh,
that's the only way, because I
do it all the time.
You can't not welcome laughter.
Are you
gonna? You can't laugh with us. If you do that, you're a fucking sucker. Like, you're a suck ass.
Yeah, nobody's gonna. But I've never had anybody look at me funny for it either. They're just
I'm
probably like in their head. Maybe they're like, I'm just one of
those people. I need to mind my business at all times. Like, I'm one of those people. If I don't know you, then I probably don't need to know you. And
you didn't know.
No,
right?
I'm not saying that's true. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying that's how I feel. Like my dad, I tell you guys all the time. My dad gets mad at me. He'll be like, introduce me to one of his friends. I'll be like, okay, that's your friend. Fuck. How you doing, sir?
Okay, now I see what you're saying.
And
all right,
I'm done. Like I wasn't rude. I said hi.
Nah, I kind of do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't know you, I don't need to know you. Like you could be a sex offender. I don't know you. Like, and you have to prove to me. You have to prove to me. You have to prove to me or come with references. Like there'd be times like there's people at work. They be like they're kind of like nerds or whatever. And I'm a nerd too. And I'd be wanting to like join in with them. And like, I mean, what you guys doing? And I'd be like, because I'm too hood for nerds, and I'm like. I'm mad weird. Like,
but you're
I
a nerdy
told the
hood.
line, bro.
No nigga cooler than the hood ass nerd.
I told the line.
You can have those Naruto and anime conversations with him, and then at any given moment he'll let you know shit just got real. Hey, yo, don't move. Fuck you mean don't move? I said don't move. I got you. Trust me.
You got a bumblebee on your shoulder,
right?
Still making the most random shit.
I don't know. I be feeling weird, man. Like, even just talking to people I don't know. And I realize that I'm socially awkward. Like, at least talking to people. Like, as far as one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
Like, one-on-one with somebody. Like, I'm like, fucking awkward as fuck. Like, I be like, thinking to myself, like, please get out of this situation.
I'm kind of like that at parties, yo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like that at parties, yo. Like, even the other night, remember we were talking about it? I'm like, it's gonna come up on the podcast, dude, but... Like there was like a little party going on here. With Rain with the whole thing. I felt like I was a little just quiet, yo. Like I don't know. I'm just not the type to like. What up, yo? Like I don't know. I feel you, dude. It's like
fun,
that.
Especially like with people like I love and have fun with. But like when it comes to people I don't know, I have to vet them. Like I can't. Like I just be like, it's something in me is just like, yo, don't trust this nigga. Or even like talking to people, like even like me, like I know his name is Reka, right?
Thank you.
I know Reka. I felt weird like having a conversation. Like we was having a one-on-one conversation, and it was dope. You know what I mean? She was telling me about what she's doing. I was telling her what I was doing.
Right.
But in my brain, I'm like, get out of this conversation. And it has nothing to do with her at all. It's all me. I just get fucking weird.
I get like that with white people.
That too.
And I don't know why. And I think it's just because I know that we probably don't have anything in common.
Yeah.
So what are we really talking about?
Until you find out that you have something in common.
No, see.
We work together.
Wrong. Come
Get
on.
taxes taken out of our check.
See, now you're doing the most.
That too, because I find myself saying some shit that I would say to like one of you guys to a white person, and they just don't understand. At all.
But that's the thing too.
They
They're judging. I feel like regardless, they're judging you anyway, and I feel that shit. So.
Like I told him one day, we watching TV all together, and the bus driver was fucking fighting on a dude, and he's all these people was like, oh my god, they're fighting someone to stop, and I'm like, so. they're two grown men. They're not like one pulled a knife out. Like let them fight.
It'd be like that.
And like everybody's looking at me like I'm a monster, and I'm like, dog, you're fucking grown men.
Yeah, I'm not inserting my shit. Has nothing to do with
Everybody's
me.
all taken back, and I'm like, God, they just sock the shit out of them.
They don't. We have nothing in common. There's
The problem
white
is,
girls at the bar.
problem is black people mind their fucking business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
White people insert themselves in shit they shouldn't.
That's why they always, oh, Mary, do you hear that? No, bitch, I don't hear nothing.
No, I'm minding my business.
Mind my
I always tell the story, yo.
No.
I always tell the story. At my mom's spot, like, there was this Asian niggas about to beef with some dude. The motherfucker looked at us and said, go inside. I was like, fine, nigga. I'll go inside. 2 minutes later, shots rang up. Thank you for warning us.
Oh, my God.
Mind our business, nigga.
Mind your business.
Y'all niggas had a problem with each other. Y'all solved it.
That's it. Hopefully it's solved and doesn't continue. You know what I'm saying?
We can't call the cops on you. We don't know what happened. I didn't see nothing.
So this is gonna be this is my first single that I've dropped so far, called Escape. It's with my vocals, my production,
Nice.
a little EDM.
Escape. Let's get it.
EDM escape, yeah.
Is that really escape in Spanish?
No idea.
Yo, y'all fucking dick. Yo, wait, before you play this, right? Because Spanish people sometimes be throwing me off because you know like niggas be doing nigga Spanish, they be putting an O at the end of something, and then sometimes it really be that.
Yeah. Oh shit, that really worked.
No, but sometimes it really be that.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Escape.
It really be that. Sometimes they be like, yo, what the fuck?
Let me get that guapo. Oh, guapo. That's a word? Oh shit.
Escapar. I mean, I guess it is.
Escapar, yeah.
Yeah.
Escapo, Venero,
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. I love you guys.
run off with the pluggo.
Shut the fuck up, oh.
Word.
right, bet.
That was payback.
Y'all heard this first. We're gonna drop this here on Two Stupid Dogs. Kel Keyz, Escape.
Don't know what you're thinking. You just left me bleeding. Now I'm scarred with all your lies. If you wanna escape, where do we go from here? Seems like you've disappeared. I'm trapped in my game, won't do this no more. If you wanna escape, don't know what you're thinking. You just left me bleeding. Now I'm scarred with all your lies. If you wanna escape, where do we go from here? Seems like you've disappeared. I'm trapped in my game, won't do this no more. If you wanna escape,
Word.
Thank you guys.
I liked it.
Well,
Thank you, guys.
excusez-moi, sir. That shit was a fucking problem. How long did it take for you to make that one?
Like all together,
Yeah,
I'd say like 15 hours. Like, because I was really
Put that
able
work
only
in.
to work on it like a couple hours a day, and it took me, I wasn't saying like maybe like a week altogether to like
How
get
you
everything
mix,
polished,
master it,
master, and like everything, like where I can,
That
or I can
shit
say like, all right, I can drop this.
That's just solid. So before we get into the next one, I want to talk a little bit about your work with in-house and stuff. Like, how did that? You know what I mean? Because I know that was like a huge part of your life.
Yeah.
So, well, how was your experience with that? And explain what in-house studios was for you at the time and what.
Oh yeah, dude,
whatnot, so.
freaking in-house. Shout out to Taki Brano.
Yes, sir.
Brother for life.
Guy.
In-house, like, I mean, I met Alex through Randolph. That's which is funny. Like,
Yep.
Alex's wife now, Kate. She was
Congratulations to the new baby.
yeah, hell yeah, Ari. Isn't that crazy, dude?
Bruh.
But oh hell yeah, dude, without a doubt. But Kate, his wife, worked at a place, and Randolph worked there, and then he was like, yo, you trying to pick me up one day? Because I had my car at that time.
Oh, you
my
were
first
with-
car, my Honda Civic that sadly had to go.
Oh
But
my god.
that's all right.
Well, you thought you were drifting that motherfucker. You thought you were trying to
No, dude, I stopped at a stop sign, and then it just stopped.
Stop
moving
working right
from there and just stop forever. So
God damn.
that's whatever. It is what
Yeah.
it is. But on to the next car. But yeah. So I met him through Randolph. I picked him up Randolph from work one day. He was like, "Yo, let's go. You wanna meet a new producer?" I almost like remember the conversation like not to a T, but like you were pretty much just like, yo, I got this new producer. You know how Randolph is.
We know how.
I got this new producer. I don't know if you want to meet a new producer today, or like we can chop it up at my place, whatever. I'm like, no, dude, I'm down to meet someone new, whatever. Like let's go. So I met Alex.
Even if you don't, he'd be like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So just meet the man. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to stay for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, just chop it up. You know, he always says chop it up. But
listen, if you ain't gonna chop it up, what are you gonna go do?
Slice it up.
Not a damn thing. So
you could slice it up.
Flip it up.
Spice it up.
Flip it up. Slice it up. Hey. Flip it up. Slice it up. Hey.
Okay. Anyway, so
but yeah, so I met Alex through Randolph, and then we ended up like what was the name of that song that Migos did? But there was like karate.
Dance with the dogs in the nice time.
Yeah. What was the name of that song?
Stir fry.
That song was a banger.
Yeah.
But
that beat was nuts.
Alex already had in-house studios. Like that was like his studio.
That's his umbrella. Okay.
But he was at a point where he was like, I don't even know if I want to like continue doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just kind of like whether or not he was going to continue pursuing producing. So like he met me, and I was just like, I was just mad. I was young, so I was like, we could do this, yo, like teach me how to use Logic. This, he was the one that like taught me how to use Logic, and then like I like was YouTubing stuff after that. But he like really got me into that, and then whatever. Long story short, we ended up like just connecting, and like within like the next month we were like, yo, like let's team up and be like business partners, dude. And like that we like officially did in-house studios, and then we were like started taking clients and,
I was about to say,
things
you
like that.
Did a couple commercials and stuff like that too.
We did one commercial, for Modus Link was the name of the company. It was just something super simple. It was like
but it was cool.
I don't even know what it was. It was like I don't know if it was a memory card company or a technology something. It was very like random. It was like, yo, the people were like, we got this opportunity. We want you guys to do the music.
Bag, bro.
Yeah, dude. So we just did. There was like a little piano skit with some violins and stuff, like that typical like.
Dope shit,
IG commercial, whatever.
So also, let's talk about. Well, let's get in the next track and we'll talk about Third Shift next. I want to talk about the beat battle a little bit. So what's this called again?
So the second one it's called Tired of Waiting. It's my second one that I dropped recently. The one that I did for that contest for Cymatics. Shout out Cymatics holding these dope contests and free packs.
How's you crazy for this?
Me, babe, wanna leave this town. I'm saying, lover, if you wanna go, I'm down. 'Cause darling, we were made for bigger things. And this place keeps killing our dreams. Let's go, love. I'm saying, ain't you tired of waiting? We can leave this whole place behind. Let's go, love. I'm saying, ain't you tired of waiting? We can leave this whole place behind.
Oh, that's how you
fuck with
feeling,
that
Kel?
one.
I'm feeling it.
I like that one a
That
lot.
was fire.
Thank you guys.
You heard how that shit ended, yo? It sounded like you open up a can just like that.
Just use it for a Coke commercial.
I think I haven't had sex in a while, so you take your panties off. Just
What?
How did we get
This nigga different.
How we get here? Oh, somebody's supposed to be here.
No.
Anyway, that was the second single. Kel Keyz just dropped it. Make sure you take it out. Where can we find these on both these singles, bro?
You can find both of those on all streaming platforms. Just look Kel Keyz, KELKEYZ. That's also what I use on social media, KELKEYZ. So you can find me like that.
Find my mans. All right, so let's get into this beat battle, and then we're gonna get into some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, how was the third shift beat battle? You actually won that.
Nice.
So, salute to you, brother.
Come
You know
on,
what I'm
thank
saying?
you.
Well deserved. Well deserved. You know what I'm saying? I had taking trophies.
Hey,
the gold.
I'm trying.
What was that?
That nigga
Super
was
Dawgs.
in. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was out there. Dog
that
fight.
shit.
We need to add that to the intro song.
Facts. But
Speaking of that, I was thinking if you guys want a 2020 version of the intro song, like,
I mean,
I'd be down. Just
I was actually
spitting
about
it
to
out there.
I was actually about to ask you for some stuff because I'm creating a YouTube channel. After this.
I'm down, dude.
oh, you did the thing for cooking for compadres.
Yes,
That
dude.
was dope.
Ooh,
He did,
We can play that real quick too.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's gonna take too much time.
Look at I digress.
Yeah.
We can. I mean, no, I don't care. It's just
Friends.
for the sake of time. But
Nah, it's all good. I mean, you can if you want, but Fubu's.
I mean,
friends
while I'm
has
talking, let me just let me slide that over right there.
But anyway, the beat battle. Let's talk about it real quick.
Beat battle.
It's like, yo, slide that.
No,
over.
no,
I'm gonna keep talking though.
Bro.
I'm not gonna look your way, but you're gonna know exactly what to do.
Nah,
I
that
got
beat
you, my
is
nigga. I got
crazy
you,
though.
bro. I
Like
got
he did that intro, it was fucking insane. Like that shit was fresh.
Smacks like that.
Oh yeah.
And the
dude.
thing is, it's like Brandon was asking for like this specific, and all he had to. Then we was like, "Yo, this is." He showed him some songs that kind of like influenced like a West Coast type of feel. He's like, "I got it." There. This shit just dropped. I was like, "What the fuck?" Shit is bananas.
Oh yeah, dude.
But go ahead, bro.
But no, like this year was really like a changing year for me. It was like the year where I told myself like you're either gonna go as hard as you can with the music or just
You got a little girl now.
Yeah,
It's not gonna
I was
do
gonna
it,
ask you
dude.
that question. Like, what? How long have you been taking this serious?
Oh yeah, I've been taking it seriously. Like how like I want to make this my full time thing since for like at least like this is going on 5 years now.
Okay.
And like the last 4, it was dope. Like I made a lot of progress. I met a lot of people like with the whole in-house studios with Taki Brown and everything. But like me and him kind of like decided like it's kind of time for us to really focus on our names and like really push ourselves out there so that we can bring all that traffic to the whole in-house studios type of thing.
Absolutely.
So like we've really been just focusing on like getting our stuff out there. So like with me back in February, if you follow me on Instagram, you can find this video. But I did a video of myself literally kind of like telling myself like you're either gonna go all in or not, and I posted it. And it's just me just pretty much saying like, yo, like this is Kel Keyz.
To yourself.
Talking to yourself.
I'm just telling yourself, I'm just telling you like, you know, you're gonna keep pushing forward, or like you should start posting as consistently as possible and like really going all in or out. Like if you really want to do this, like for yourself. So like after I did that video, I was like, I really got to do this now. I can't look like I can't look like a bitch. Like, you know, you just put that out there. It's like kind of forcing yourself. And if you take it down, people already saw that video. So they're like, oh, I got to do it now. So like, boom. So whatever. I started like posting content. Yeah, dude, just posting more content, trying to be as different as possible with my content. And just going all in or out, like, and it's funny because like I started going all in, and like I'm starting to get like more opportunities like coming towards me and stuff. Like even like stuff like this, like I don't know about you guys, but this is like huge for me because like I've never done anything like this where it's like a podcast type thing where I'm just talking about myself. So like so it just makes me like super happy. Like it's like I'm doing everything I can like to get myself out there. Like exactly. So like Thank you guys for the opportunity.
Of course, man.
But
Part of
it's
the
just
fold
fucking
now.
dope, yeah. Right? It's fucking
now,
cool,
you know what
dude.
I'm
So like, yeah, man. But
Bark for one time.
Oh,
Yeah. I was grumpy. Grumpy dog.
That had almost as much bass as mine.
But yeah, so third shift, how did that came about? How did you get on there?
so I was scrolling through Instagram, and then I just saw like their flyer was like, beat battle, 2019 third shift, whatever, and I was just like, this might
I
be
got some
the
heat.
right. This might be the sign count.
Come on,
Like,
what's up?
what are you doing? It was like, I forgot how much it was. I think it was like $30 or $20 to like get a spot in it, and all I had was like $40 in my bank account until I got paid. So I'm like,
Investments.
you taking this risk right now, bro? Like, just telling myself,
Gas.
like, not even for gas, just like this is your lunch for the next 2 days, like some bus fares, like whatever, like.
Exactly.
But I was like, you know what? Do it, dude. Just fucking do it, bro. And it was a $200 cash prize, so I'm like, if I end up winning, like, you get the $200 back, whatever, like.
Every risk, every reward.
So I ended up joining, and then I was at work. I was literally at work, like on my lunch break. Well, like, and then whatever. I signed up, got the email. You got your spot officially on. So I was amped. So I'm like, cool, whatever. Fast forward to the day of the contest. What my schedule is always like super crazy, like with the baby and my full-time job and just trying to deal with life. So I wasn't even able to like master the beats until the day of the competition. Half an hour before I had to leave to like get there, because I got home from work and I was like, yo, I gotta like find the beats I'm gonna do. So like I found them all. I found like my best 10 beats, because it was you needed to have 8 of them for the contest, and just in case if there were any like tiebreakers or something, like you had those extra ones. So I got those, and then yeah, dude, I really wanted to be different. I knew not a lot of people knew who Kel Keyz was yet, like my type of sound. So like,
That's make a name.
my whole like thought process for the whole thing was that I wanted to just be different, obviously. So I ended up starting with I don't want to say typical, because like it wasn't typical, but like it's like a trap beat, just like something that everyone's used to. I guess we'll put it like that. Something that's like, he's probably just gonna play trap beats or whatever. Right. And then my second beat was a reggaeton beat, which I'll play that one before like we go on. Okay. But I did like a reggaeton beat, so like that kind of like set me apart automatically. Like I was just kind of expecting like people probably gonna come with trap beats or like something like that's like
you talk
of the norm.
3 moves ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So like I was just like,
chess, not checkers.
That's pretty
exactly.
big right now. Trap is really in the forefront. So if you bring it back on, I'm like, hey,
remember this?
I'm not no one trick pony, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
literally, yeah. So that
hit him with the freaky.
Break it down,
There was at least 2 Stephanie.
I got that.
That shit. It's Stephanie.
I'm fucking dead.
Yo.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
So that's dope. So you won that. So
I ended up like winning that.
Plenty more to come. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I'm hoping to be a judge on the next one. Shout out Third Shift. Woo! So I told him the day of the night. First of all, I was fucked up that night. I had a whole water bottle filled with Amsterdam, straight up to the top, and I was done sipping it before the first. Before I started, dude. If you watched, and the other thing too that I wanted to do is that I wanted to get the whole thing on video as my first even if I didn't win, like I wanted to have my first beat battle on there. So it's on YouTube actually right now on my YouTube channel. So. But if you watch it, dude, you'll see my face and be like, yeah, he's fucked up. I was just on there like toasted, like doing some crazy shit. I'm like, wow. Yeah.
That shit had me dying. But you know what though? I really appreciate him putting that video up, because like as a fellow producer, like we go nuts when we're playing our shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go ape shit. Y'all know me. If it's not my shit, I'm gonna go ape shit, let alone let it be my shit. So I definitely felt him, you know what I'm saying? And I couldn't even be there. So it was like, to see the video, I'm just like, oh no, this nigga's in his bag right now. not even in his bag. His whole elbow's in that bitch. Like, so,
satchel.
you know what I mean? I ain't get to say it, but I'm proud of you for that shit, yo. Real
respect
shit.
you, bro.
Respect. Congrats
Appreciate
again
you,
on
man.
that win too, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
But let's get a little bit into some ratchet shit. So, but this kind of closely relates in a sense, you know, you being a producer and whatnot. So this is not really recent, but Dr. Dre kind of came out and was saying that music nowadays is more quantity over quality. And even Patti LaBelle, I believe, quote me if I'm wrong, but I think Patti came on and she was saying that music nowadays just literally just lacks substance. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what's your take on that? Like being a producer, and then maybe like say, have you ever had like a history of like having a dope ass beat that you love and you give it to somebody and they just go on it and it's just like, what the fuck is this? It's like, don't even want to give you this beat.
Yeah,
no more.
dude, nah,
Are
I
you
feel you on
close to
that.
your beats? Are you close to your beats like that? Or you're just like, hey, they bought it. It is what it is. They could do whatever. I'm going to make hotter. Because there's a lot of different producers. I've worked with
I
some
feel
of them.
you.
Like, they don't care. Some of them was like, no, these are my babies. If you don't come on it right, I'm all set. You know what I mean?
I
So
feel
how do
you, dude.
approach it?
I mean, I definitely feel like in terms of the quantity over quality situation, I'm one of those people that's done the quantity over the quality over the quantity.
Right.
Like I really don't have enough beats. I personally feel that I can just be like, I'll just drop all my beats on BeatStars or whatever, and like try selling beats online. Like I just don't have the time to be able to like crank out mad beats like that. But the beats that I do, I try to make sure that those sound as best as possible. Like a lot of the music that I'm releasing now is either something that I'm working on that's for my personal type of like catalog, or someone hit me up and it's like someone close, like it would be you, or like for example earlier today I was recording with Sideshow. I don't know if you know Oliver. He does he's like a b-boy. He break dances and he raps and stuff. Okay. But I was doing something with him and he's a really good friend of mine, so I'll like try to like do something with like close people, and he'll pay me whatever. Like that's not even the point, but like he believes in me enough. He's always told me like, yo, like I feel like you're slept on low key. Like 40, people don't know like what you have to offer, and like I want to help you in your journey or whatever. Absolutely. And like, yeah, dude, I fuck with you too, dude. Like let's do it, whatever. But so I'm definitely on that quality over quantity type of thing. That's one like how I am personally.
But what if somebody takes your beats and just
yeah. So like, I've had a couple of stuff like that. Like yeah, like where like
you take it
someone's
personal?
bought of it. I didn't take it personal, no, because like I'm always like I can make a better beat than that. Like
right.
I'm always getting better every day. I'm learning more every day. So it's not something that I'm gonna like stress about, but it still hurts. Like at first, it's like someone took a bow and arrow and just right there. You know?
It's like,
just
yo,
like,
I gave you this beat and this is what you come up with.
I find myself now that I found like a passion of mine, like just photography. Like if I don't want to do some shit, I'm just not gonna do it. Like if it doesn't interest me at all, like I'm just like.
But if you think about it too, not a lot of the music that comes out now, but there's some music that comes out now, you know, trap crappers that do their shit.
Crappers
that do their shit, right? And their lyrics are trash, but that beat still gets you.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, that shit is fire.
That's
so even
rare,
if they
though.
spit and
That's rare, though.
Yeah, it is rare, but
That's not that rare. A lot of Atlanta shit coming out.
Yeah.
Them beats be fire.
Because like no offense, like I know Little Uzi,
The young
hot and
niggas.
shit. Little Uzi, I know is that shit, but like his beats is what does it. And to me, I don't think he says anything. But you know what I mean. But I feel like,
but
I feel like he has a melody.
Ain't really saying much.
No, but he does have a melody.
If you have the melodies and like decent wordplay, where like you can just get away with like
murder,
saying something that
that shit's whack to me.
No, I ain't gonna lie though. The beats will be carrying a lot of people.
It's whack to me.
If you put that, if you put whatever they're saying on some regular shit, niggas would be like, "Oof."
Right. No,
but I was talking to him like as soon as you hear Pyrex whipping and then like the beat drop,
Buzzing on the beat,
then it's like, oh shit, this nigga about to say some shit, and then it'd be a whole bunch of whining on a beat.
Yeah.
Like it'd be a whole bunch of that, and they'd be like, all right, but the beat's fire. He's still kind of like.
That's what I'm saying. We were talking about that last time too. They're saying a whole lot of nothing, but it's not music that you would listen to at home. But when you're in your car, right, or when you're lit, it's some shit that where the beat is fire. That's the only reason why.
So there was one time like I wasn't going to the club like that, right? I wasn't going to the club. I started going to the club a lot more with these guys, and I didn't like Little Baby at first.
Little Baby.
Yeah, Little Baby.
Okay. No, baby.
Like I didn't understand it. But as soon as I went to the club, I understood it and could play it in different settings.
I feel you.
I seen how it like I always liked the beats, but I couldn't. I just could for a while. I couldn't understand the shit. Then when you hear certain clubs, I guess it's the environment. Then you're like, oh,
Niggas
okay.
is high off.
Then
I
I'm
get it
old.
now.
I'm old as fuck, and I'm going to Rap Genius and shit and looking up lyrics and shit. Like I got the lyrics out. Like,
Hey, yo, side note, shout out to Rap
that's what he
Genius
said.
for you be able to do that, though. You know what I mean? Shit.
Facts.
yeah, I guess so.
I feel you on
do
that,
they?
though.
But do they pay the artists?
That is a good question.
So do you believe also like? I mean, I know you said you said you do more quality, but there was something that Gucci Mane said, and he was like, you know, would you like nowadays just drop stuff, even if it's not your best work, just drop it just to have it and just fill people with content, even if it's not your best work. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like if you had I know you're busy with your kid and everything like that and work and life, but if you had an opportunity to crank out mad beats, would you drop something that's not your best work just to fill content? You know what I'm saying?
I would do that to an extent. I would like I would like to drop as much content as possible, but I wouldn't drop something where like I just made a beat and it's good enough, and I'm like, okay, I'll drop it just to get the content out there, just to get the quality or the quantity out there. Like I would drop stuff that I personally would be like, all right, this is dope. Maybe there's something that I could like do better, but like if I don't have the time to like really go in that, and like if I really wanted to, it's gonna take me a month or a couple months or whatever to like do it. Like I'll be like, no, I'll just drop this right now, like, and just see what happens. And like once I start, I'll say when I start building my fan base, my true fan base, then like I'll be able to like take more time to like really like craft something like
And really
super dope, like where I can just drop it and be like boom, like
right
and do a whole album. I don't even want to do an album until like I have at least like 20 plus
I agree.
songs out. Like
and I hear what Gucci Mane was saying to an extent, but personally being somebody who's dropped the project, like I haven't dropped anything since because I don't want to. It's not about quantity for me. You know what I mean? My next single or my next album has to be better than
you did, yeah.
Period. And I'm not going to. I don't care how long it takes.
Don't wait too long though, bro.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Because like,
you've been performing the same song for 2 years.
Well, I'll smack the shows. You heard it. 1,000 other people have it.
But even like
I know
like 2 years,
I know
dude.
this is random, but somebody was talking about it the other day. Chris Brown, they feeling like he's just dropping. Well, his last album had like 40. How many songs?
But those shits are quality though.
They're
Those shits
quality,
are fire.
yeah. Fucking
They
fire
are,
quality.
but
He's a machine.
a lot of them do sound the same.
I was about to say.
A lot of it.
I feel like he's just catering to his
so
style.
is that what he's doing? Just dropping quantity?
It's his quality. He has a lot of songs.
He probably recorded those songs over 10 years ago. Like probably like a lot of them where he literally has hundreds of.
It might be just a
hundreds of
session
songs.
though.
It's
Like, he just like went off.
Nah,
and
he
then,
just
like
be
that too,
He
like,
just be
that
coked
maybe.
out and go 7 days straight. In the
probably.
Have it. And then the good thing too is like what's good is like when you do that, you don't have to drop it right away. You know what I'm saying? You can just keep those in the bank and then go back to it and re-edit it and stuff.
Actually, I think
Word
Tory Lanez
from a
said that about him.
catalog.
He's like, yo, when we did that song for the album, he just walked in there and just did that shit, and we just went back and forth on it, and then it was done. It didn't take
But
long.
that's when you just really mastered your fucking craft.
Yeah, that's when you, and you have like you just pay the producer, like you have that producer, that engineer, boom, on the spot. You can just be like, boom, like take this. We're gonna.
Remember when I rap? You know how many takes I had to do?
Whatever, and then I'm out.
13.
No, I was doing a whole bunch. That's why I don't rap no more. They was like, no, you guys gotta fucking figure this out yourself. I'm not doing this. I rap too, nigga. I can't be doing your vocals. Y'all niggas take forever.
But at the end of the day,
I was not one take Drake.
one take Drake. Oh, nah. If you need to take the time and the quality, man, don't do the quantity shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But definitely quality over quantity for me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
So it should be.
That's definitely how it should be. I think now though, like there's a lot more variety to listen to than it was before.
Yeah,
which I like. Right? That's the only thing that I really like about this generation is that you don't really have to listen to that same type of flow pattern or like give me the same cadence. There's a whole bunch of different shit out there.
A lot of music.
The
a lot of
different music.
A lot of fusion.
A lot of
too.
fusion music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like Post Malone, he's a fusion artist.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
And like just a
Did
lot,
he get
a lot
album
of
of the
different
year?
shit.
He's a pop.
he got album of the year.
Yeah, but it's
I'm pretty
fusion
sure.
though. It's like there's a lot of different.
Listen,
Yeah,
you're
and
The
right.
definition.
Yeah, the
You're right.
elements of everything.
You're right.
It was all right.
I just want to be me.
The definition of quality has changed over time, though. Of
Quality
what we
was always a
consider.
subjective term.
That's true too.
Quality was always a subjective term.
True.
Because what I think is quality, you may not think is
But
quality.
in general, generally speaking,
Unless it's straight trash. That's
That's
the
straight,
undeniable
unless it's
part.
straight trash. Unless it's like Ice JJ Fish on the track. And it was like,
Nah, that nigga was
But-
nice,
but
bro. I'm
woman-
gonna tell my kids that was Chris Brown.
oh shit.
Those memes that are coming
That
out.
nigga took bad long to get it. Yeah.
I got it. The memes are crazy.
No, they bugging
No,
out,
that
bro. They
meme is-
teeing
That,
out.
that and the cat joint.
Oh shit, that cat is hilarious.
Oh shit.
You told me there was no pickles in here. I told you I didn't want no pickles.
Now my favorite is like, you said you had oxtails. Me don't have that. Nigga, that shit is hilarious. Yo, they tee off with these damn memes, bro. Fucking wow. But let's break in real quick. Let's take a little backseat from music and give Kel Keyz a break while he
Yeah,
pours up his
we can't
captain-
forget about the
his
conspiracies.
captain, you know.
We got to talk about
We
those.
talk about it. So we have the segment that we just broke out. It's called Ask Oodie. So eventually we're gonna have maybe he can do something like a beat or something for the Ask Oodie segment. Ask
Oodie.
Oodie.
Anyway,
It's axe, nigga.
it's Axe, nigga. We know it. It's couple balls with it. Axe Oodie, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker.
Anyway,
My segment.
yes. Talk to him. Take it away,
Talk
brother.
your
Oh shit, wait. You don't have it
Yeah,
up?
oh, look, I don't.
My bad.
It's your segment.
Goddamn.
4-7.
Let nigga know. Goddamn.
I literally
Ask
was
about me.
Talk,
Hold on, give me a second. 1 second.
ask about me, nigga.
Ask
All right.
about
Don't get axe sprayed.
She didn't ask to be anonymous, but we don't gotta put the name in there. The first question is, what are your thoughts on black men dating white women?
Oh shit.
What is my thoughts?
Oh shit.
I personally believe anybody should date whoever they want, but you
Yeah.
have to ask yourself, what are you dating that person for? Do you think that are you dating a white woman because you feel it's a sign of people, I've made it.
accomplishment.
Yeah,
right,
accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? It has to do with your psyche. Like if you believe like you should be able to date who you want and that's the person you fell in love with, that's fine.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? I love interracial people and they're interracial couples. I watch a whole bunch of interracial porn.
I knew that.
I mean,
You know what? I can't even be mad at you.
and mixed babies are beautiful, right?
Mixed babies are
And I guess that to me the only way to get rid of racism is everybody start fucking and mix it up. So I believe that you should be able to fuck whoever you want, but please make sure that's because you love them, not because you just like you white women because people of your skin color don't do it
because
for you.
it justifies like
Preach.
type of
Yeah,
status or something.
yeah,
like
it's
that.
also or suggest a type of status. And please, black women, stop coming at a black men for dating white women,
Man.
because we don't come at you when you like to go into. It's not the jungle. What is the other one? What is it? The other opposite
I
way?
don't think there
Forest?
is another.
Oh, no.
thing.
Forest.
Yeah, whatever. Into the city,
Yeah,
nigga.
I
Yeah, we don't like you. We don't care about you fucking the Quick Oaks guy. So
No, when we see a black woman with a white guy,
Yeah,
we
we like, yo, what up, man? That's
yo,
what's up.
you got you some chocolate. Let's
yeah, we be happy for
You trying to
y'all.
come and learn something, ain't you?
Exactly.
Like we be
the only thing that
we be giving joy. That
Yes.
shit, we really like that shit. And what black women be like, nah, nigga, you a busted ass nigga. You dating this white bitch. You couldn't get you a black queen. First of all, you black women didn't give a shit about me.
hey.
Then y'all only care about Mikey B. Jordan and them niggas.
Oh shit!
That's who that.
That's why they went so hard on
I'm
him.
not gonna fucking lie. That's really who they be talking about.
Of course.
They don't care about the average black
And
motherfucker.
Idris Elba.
Like, yeah,
Don't give a fuck
if
about him.
Alba came with a white woman, they'll lose their fucking
Yes,
mind.
they
Bruh.
would. They would lose their mind.
He better not.
Nah, he's.
I don't
already-
wanna hear this
Nah,
shit.
nah, nah. What is she? I forgot what she is, man. He's
black.
married. Yeah, she's black.
I think the funniest thing I ever seen though was Michael B. Jordan. You know how they have that stigma out there, not stigma, but that
Yeah.
talk about Michael B. Jordan only like white women. Michael B. Jordan came out with an anime, and guess who his love interest is in the anime? A white woman.
Oh,
with y'all.
He's the main protagonist in the anime. His love interest is a white woman. I said, this nigga's not helping himself. He wrote this shit.
Probably just
That's
didn't give a
hilarious.
fuck. He was just teeing off on them. You know what
All
I'm
right, anybody else got any thoughts on that? My bad.
Nah, man.
Love who you love. Love is
Yeah,
love,
you
man.
do what you
Love is
wanna
love.
do.
The
Yeah,
only thing I will-
always.
The only thing I will say is that when a black woman dates a white guy, it's funny to see like the white guy. Well, unless he was already like part of the hood. But if he wasn't, it's funny to see the white guy start acting different. You know, nigga start wearing his shirt a little bit different, the hat's a little bit to the side. It's like moving inches backwards and shit. I mean, unless he's already from the hood, then it's like, all right.
And black
sagging,
black guys
a little looser.
You know what I'm saying?
Black guys, stop letting your white women say nigga.
Listen,
Stop. Just stop.
Let him say it.
Just stop. Just because he's birthing a half black baby doesn't give it a right.
I'm good with that. Like, I mean, unless you grew up close to me and there's a hood, like I know your attention's cool, but like, I don't know if you white. Just please, just refrain.
It don't bother me. You don't have to.
Well, stop trying to
Just refrain.
It doesn't bother me. Like it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me.
It
but it's
doesn't,
like,
it doesn't bother me when I know what
weird.
their intentions are.
But
It's just weird.
It's just
like the fact that you need to say it.
Exactly. Like there's no need to say
I don't think I've ever been around.
There's no need. Because I'm not even gonna lie to you. Even though we say it on this, like we say nigga a lot on here. But to be honest, outside of this, I don't really say nigga that much. I barely say it.
I never say that.
Yeah.
I'm just
Puerto Rican, you black.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, but even still, I was just always like,
it's fine.
There's no need for me. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't want to offend anybody. I don't even
no
want to
need.
get in that situation.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, why? But some people don't give a shit, yo.
The next question falls into that, right?
Ooh, shit.
Okay.
It goes, black men dating Afro-Latina women, and a black man dating Afro-Latina women, and what and who don't acknowledge being Afro-Latina, or dating Latino women that don't acknowledge being Afro-Latina. So my thought on that is, if she doesn't, what if she's more Spaniard than fucking African? You know what I'm saying? If she doesn't acknowledge that, then I can't tell her to. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not my race. You know what I'm saying? But she's stupid. She a biscuit asshole. Like, she's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think it's just black people that speak fancy. Y'all like that's my thing with Spanish people, dog. All right, and I have some Spanish blood, right? It's like y'all just niggas that speak Spanish. Y'all just was raped by different. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all all of us our cultures were raped. And it'd be crazy to me because there's no real such thing as Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. Like that's not a race. Like they're not that's your culture, but that's not a race. Y'all basically mulatto but speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. And if you can't understand that, and like they use it as sometimes they use it as a hierarchy. You know what I mean? Like. Even when like the Italians came over here, you know what I mean, with their olive skin. Hey man, we don't really fuck with y'all, but y'all could be better than black people if we work hard. You know what I'm saying? We're lighter than you guys, so we wouldn't even. It would be like, I mean, I seen this funny shit by Ada Rodriguez, and she was talking about her being Puerto Rican, and she was like, you light skin with good hair, and she's like, I got good hair. And she's like, to other people, like white people and stuff, I don't. You know what I'm saying? She's Puerto Rican. And she's like, yeah, but you be in a house. She'd be a house nigga. She's like, no, we would be slaves, nigga. She's like, why would I want to be in a house? I want to be outside with LeBron James. And then she goes, who wants to fuck the Quaker Oats man? Fact. Like, dog, it's just, dog, we all come derived from the motherland. It's just when and where we got raped at is what we speak different languages.
So so I could chime in. So when she asked that question, what I got instantly out of that was, first thing I thought about was like, she's just, the fact that she doesn't know her culture, she's doing herself a disservice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like when I talk to people and they tell me, oh, I'm Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish. Sometimes it irks me a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, I get it. You just didn't grow up with it. But I'm like, I follow up. I'm like, yo, you should learn. Like, this is your culture. This is your parents' culture. You should know your culture. I'm not saying go all out of the way and be this person. But at the same time, it's like, you know who you are, even if you're not like a real Spanish person in the sense like you wasn't born there, but you should take the time to find out your culture. So when I'm saying, so to me, if I'm dating somebody and they don't know their culture, it bothers me because I want my child or, somebody, I want to be around somebody that's extra culture. Because I listen to Spanish, I listen to Cape Verde music, and I'm neither of those things. I'm Haitian, but at the same time, if I were to have a child with that person, I want them to.
And that's my biggest basis on having a child. Yeah. I call like once I heard Ryan Coogler talk about lost tribes. Mm-hmm. That's what I tend to call myself because I'm mixed. Like I'm Cape Verdean, West Indian. Like I have a lot of different shit. My mom was Native. My great grandmother was Native American and Native American white, and I guess my great grandfather was West Indian. My dad's Cape Verdean. Like it's just it's a melting pot of different shit, right. And it's just like I can't speak no other fucking language besides English. You know what I'm saying? And that shit should whack to me, and I would love to date. I would love to get married and have kids with somebody that speaks another language, so they can have a tether to a culture. Right? That's my basis. I've never not dated someone for the color of their skin, but it's more of I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that doesn't speak a different language.
Or I just at least have some culture
or culture that to tether their kids to.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying. But even for you, bro, being mixed and everything like that, you should find out and just even though you kind of know, but like you should do that. Don't do this disservice because even if you can latch on to like that Cape Verdean side part of your family, you know what I mean. Learn, pick up some words, and just so you can teach your child something. You know what I mean?
Cause I wear my charm, and my aunt came up to me one day and she said the name of it, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, you don't even know.
I know what it is.
Yeah,
you nigga, motherfucker.
Oh, you got him,
nigga. Actually, you didn't did it. No. Don't try to flex on here. Don't try to flex on me. I actually paid for it, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work if you buy it for yourself. Somebody has to buy it for you. So I gave you the money, and then you bought it.
You didn't?
Yeah, I did. On my mama, I did.
I don't remember, so I can't even say.
Shut up.
Anyway, you were gonna say something.
I was gonna say no, but
I'll fight you on here.
Oh, done.
Hello.
It brings me sadness when I think about when I went down south and because my cousin Jarrell lives in Virginia, right? And down there, most of the people are black, but they don't. Like when you ask them what their nationality is or their culture, they have no idea. They're like black. Like yeah, but what are you? And they're like black. Like what are you? And then I'll say Cape Verdean, and they're like, what is that? Like they don't know. And it doesn't bother me that they don't know what I am, but they don't know what they are. And that shit fucks with me every time I hear somebody just say like, oh, I'm black. Like
nigga,
what are you? What kind of African are you?
Black American.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the episode of Drink Champs when this motherfucking Nori was talking about Cape Verdeans and he was asking Fab about Cape Verdeans and he was like, "You was in Boston? Is that like in Cape Verde?" Niggas was like, "What?
In Boston?" Because I thought Cape Verde was in Boston. Yeah, like yo.
Oh shit, that's like in Boston, right?
But he did it on purpose so that way Fab would actually say,
that shit was stupid.
No, he was stupid. Nori's that borderline like mad genius because he knows that he's egging you on to get you to say the right thing.
And Fab looked mad uncomfortable for no reason. he was like, what are you talking about?
Fab don't go on interviews, bro.
Yeah.
But, like he was on.
I'm sorry, that was kind of left a little bit, but
no, that's not. You know, like my question: has that nigga ever been on the Breakfast Club? Like, he could have been, but I don't know.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that shit.
But being Puerto Rican, did you? Is that something you hold like dear? And I mean, your girl, what is she?
She's like Costa Rican, Portuguese,
mixed melting pot.
Nice.
A little bit, yeah. Like she's a little bit mix of everything. But kind of going back to what you were saying, like in regards to, you said, correct me if I misunderstood, but you said you wanted to be in a relationship with someone who could speak a different language. So like, it's kind of difficult sometimes because I have a daughter myself and I speak Spanish, but it's hard because I don't have any other family here that speaks Spanish. So as I grew up, I had family here, so I was always listening to Spanish stuff. So I feel like that's how it was easy for me to learn.
Yeah.
But with her, it's been a little bit more difficult to be able to like teach her Spanish to the point where she understands it like fluently, but like stuff because I speak Spanish, but she's always listening to English. So like I'll say stuff to her in Spanish, and I can say I can probably be speaking more Spanish to her, but I know what she understands. It's like she understands English, so it's like it's difficult when you don't have that family.
I'll give you a tip of what my girl
did.
My girl made it so her kids could only speak Spanish in the house. Like they only spoke Spanish to her in the house. Like she would force that shit.
That's me.
I feel
you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because when I started dating her, like her daughter would come around us and speak English. You know what I mean? Or wouldn't understand some of the things, and we'd have to explain to her this means this in English, and then she only wanted to speak English. But at home, she had to force it even more. Like like she wouldn't talk to her daughter back unless she spoke it in Spanish. Now both of the kids are fluent. She's like, listen, I went to ESL, my kids can go to ESL. That's fine.
Yo, you be alright. You be alright.
It's tough though because I speak Spanish too, but I think in English.
Yeah.
Like English is
Yeah,
my
you just
primary
go to it.
language.
Yeah.
So if I want to speak to my daughter in Spanish, it still work for me to have to translate everything and then like get, especially because she's 5 now, but
That makes you
get-
fluent. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
But it's work for me to have to translate everything to her and then teach her now. But even if you introduce little by little,
Yeah.
like they'll start to
They'll
get
still
it.
get something.
Like my daughter now, she'll be like, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" I'll be like, "Oh shit, okay." Like, little things here and there, they'll pick it up.
What's your daughter's name?
Zialanis.
Oh, that's a beautiful name. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
My daughter's Aviana. Shout out to Aviana.
Hey.
Well, yeah.
Daughter twin power activate.
That's lit. That's lit. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, you should always find out your culture, and especially you're gonna have children with that kids. You're gonna have a future with that person. Just
So I think-
speak their language and just find out your culture. Just
I think-
so you can tether. Like
we
you
gotta
mentioned,
like
that.
talk about exactly what she said. She was talking about
Okay, go ahead.
Spanish women that don't identify with being Afro-Latina,
Okay.
or like couldn't you date a person that doesn't like that? Like they know
So
that they're
ignorant.
You're just
Basically
okay,
ignorant.
Be
Like,
more
they're being
basically-
ignorant towards their African roots.
There's
Let me. Okay.
Can I just say one thing real quick? That's just because that goes for Cape Verdeans too. There's
I
some
was
Cape
about to break
Verdeans
into
that are
that.
just like, I'm not black. Like, I'm not African.
Boom.
This
Yes,
is
the
in the
fuck
west
so
coast of
that's-
Africa.
So that's a question of consciousness, if anything.
Ignorance.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, but it's
like a hypocrite, like kind of
it's
like
based off ignorance. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
it's a question of consciousness. It's like, all right, well, you know, you come from such and such, right? Are you aware of that history?
Dog, Cape Verde, all you
But even
all
if
you
they
are
are,
is
what is
Portuguese
the
and
problem?
African.
Yeah, but what is the problem
and
with
Dominicans are
what is the
straight
problem
up
with
black.
acknowledging that that's what you? If somebody came to me and was like, "Yo, you're half Chinese," and you could prove it to me, I'd be like, "All right, like I'm half Chinese."
But here's the- but
But
here's
what is
the-
the problem? A lot of Cape Verdeans don't want to be
Yeah.
Here's the-
African. Like,
but-
what? Why?
Because when they
Because-
came here, when all the people was getting, I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
No.
I'm sorry,
Go.
No, go ahead.
You about to start? You about to
No,
start.
when they came here, and all these people was being persecuted, and it was a little bit lighter than the rest of them. They tried to pass off as white, and with that higher status, like you see a lot of Cape Verdeans try to eat on the Fed Hill and shit like that, and like try to be a part of their culture. And them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. You a nigga just with a lighter hue, nigga.
And just
Letting
to,
you-
yeah, real talk. And just to go off what he said, it's like it's pretty much, honestly, and to be completely honest, and it's gonna be weird to say this on a podcast, but I've had personal experiences, and this is the reason why Latino people don't want to, because, like, say for instance, my grandmother, you know what I'm saying? So she's a lot older, so she grew up in a time where if you were light skinned, you get a lot more. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So she doesn't like dark skinned people. It's the weirdest shit. And she's dark.
That's crazy.
But you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But
I
like,
have that family members
can't,
like that too.
in a sense, like I don't like it, but I can't blame it. That's the time she grew up in. You know what I'm saying? But it's still fucked up. You know what I
is,
mean?
yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, so people that don't identify is because they grew up in a household where it was that, like, oh no, don't tell people that, or you're not black, you're this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they're like this, because growing up, nobody corrected them.
But that's
You know
the
what I'm
thing.
saying?
I can understand somebody who's older who's gone through some shit like that where
you
they
gotta
got
th-
treated differently. But people our age,
But you gotta think about, they grew up under that umbrella. It all trickles down. So like my grandma, the only reason my mom is not like that is because she has a good heart and she just kind of just was like, fuck that, I'm not like my grandmother. But it trickles down. Like, so you gotta think about generations of people, like, you know what I mean, and growing up in that household. And if it was a taboo to not like say you were black, you're just not gonna, you're gonna keep growing up thinking you're not black.
It's like
You know
it's
what
like the
I'm
whole church thing.
I was
Like,
just
like
gonna
the whole,
say.
like,
but
literally,
that's,
like,
that's what I was
you
gonna
grow
say.
up
Though
in
once you
church.
leave the house, you're your own person. You discover what is and what
Right,
isn't.
right.
Right. So
Yeah.
to me, that's still, it's not an excuse.
It-
Yeah,
like, I
like,
agree, but
well, with
it
kids-
is what it is.
Well, kids is weird because you can teach a kid all you want, but as soon as they get in the real world, that shit molds them more than anything you said to them. And they can go back. They can, don't get me wrong. Like, as soon as I jumped off the porch and I was out in these streets, like, I legit.
Stoop kid left the stoop.
Yo, as soon as I jumped off the porch, nigga, I jumped off the porch at like 12 years old, 13. I was able to go to the mall by myself, do all this bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you have
I was
more
riding the bikes. My mom-
13 hours
was
home washing
that, dude.
dishes.
My mom was like, "Yo, you're a boy, nigga. You're a boy, and you annoying. Nobody's gonna steal you. Like, who the fuck you are? You're a boy, and you talk a lot. Like, they'll bring you back. You know what I mean? Just don't die, motherfucker. You die, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Wow.
So,
shit.
so like, I got to do whatever the fuck I wanted. You know what I mean? And I just, like, I don't know. Like, there's times where, like, morals come into play because I know that I would hurt my mom's feelings if I did certain things. But besides that, selling drugs and that shit, my mom didn't teach me that shit. Like, I know that person she was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I learned that shit on my own.
Right.
Yeah,
And I also feel like, and not for nothing though, it's also about the person's surroundings, right? So growing up in Dorchester, Mass, right? I don't know if you ever remember. I don't know if it happened here. 'Cause I grew up over there for a little, quite some time. But like back then, it was taboo to be Haitian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know what I mean? So we would be called Haitian. So when I used to go to school,
Let's go African booty scratchers.
yeah, but it used to be Haitian booty scratcher. Like you Haitian, you dirty. Like on some real shit. Because we're really the poverty in Haiti is really crazy. But
It's crazy.
There's a lot of Haitians in Mass. You know what I'm saying? And Brockton, Boston, around there.
I don't know what
So-
made them move to the north fucking east, but that's a whole different
That's a whole
other
different
story.
story. But going to school, I remember having a buddy who was Haitian and would deny it to the T. He's like, I'm not Haitian, because he knew he would get picked on.
Yeah.
And he would not have it. Me, I was still cool like with everybody, but I just didn't really. I was more introverted back then than I am now, so I didn't really talk to much people then. But back then it was taboo, so you got to think about that shit too.
Absolutely.
Like
Now look at you now.
nigga, I'm glowed up, baby.
Flexing. All right, flex that on one time.
Call it a chandelier.
Accolades.
Only take one time.
You know what I'm saying? So you also got to think about that too. With kids, like, because at the end of the day, we've said it numerous times. Yo, kids is a piece of shit. They're bullies.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to think about that. It's environment. It's the household.
Yeah.
It's everything.
It's all
so
about what they're surrounded
women
by.
or men.
I used to
don't-
pick on my boy for saying he was
Identify
black
as
and he
that.
looked white. I used to call him white boy all the time. He's like, my dad's black. No, you white.
See?
White boy.
Getting picked on.
But it's crazy how wherever you're raised is different. So like when I was in high school, like you didn't like they used to roast Guatemalans, and I never
There you go.
understood why.
They got
right?
big ass
They used to
heads.
be like, yo, you fucking Guat, and
Yeah,
you'd be like, all right,
yeah,
whatever.
I remember that.
But
Yeah,
my
yeah.
daughter's father is from Boston, so when we got together, whenever he'd roast me, he'd be like, you fucking Haitian, and I'm like, nigga, what does that mean? Like,
Wow.
Haitian who? Like,
But
you know,
see,
I didn't
from Mass, it
understand.
wasn't-
Yeah,
it
but that's the
wasn't
thing because
taboo.
he was from Boston.
Exactly.
And over there, that's what it is.
You used to be. If
But I
you
had
were
to-
Haitian,
yeah,
you
it
were,
really was.
I'm trying to tell you.
sorry.
Literally, like, you fucking Haitian. I'd be
I'm
like,
good now, but yeah, it's bad.
what that mean?
Now look at every
I
girl
guess.
nowadays want a Haitian. You know what I'm saying? Can I get 2 times? You know what I'm saying? You know, I just poke myself in the eye. That's all right.
Listen, it's all right.
But so hopefully that answers. That's
Yeah,
the Ask Oodie
hopefully.
segment. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it rolling in. It was good content.
Yeah, that
I
was
liked it.
That was a really good one. All right, so I don't even know if this should be a doghouse or not, but homeboy, this dude creates a dating app where he's the only guy available.
Oh shit.
oh my god!
No, you know what that's called?
That's your genius.
That's called money. That's called money and insecure energy.
Right.
That's called money and look.
That blew my mind, nigga. Like,
Well, it doesn't cost money. It don't really cost that much to
No,
make an
you
app.
can
If
make
you know how to
an
make
app.
one.
Doesn't. But you got to think. He had to make a dating app, so you have to put some time and money into that shit.
nah, it doesn't have to be money, but he definitely put some time. But
I think that's low key
It
fire.
doesn't have
But
to be money.
his excuse from watching, you know, I'm probably hacking a little bit, but he was like, every time I was on a dating app, it wouldn't get my side profiles that well, or nigga, just change the picture. You don't have to create that's a whole nother level of loneliness, nigga.
He,
It's just
What
a
in
whole
the hell?
So my thought about him right now, it just came to me like, yo, you ever like so.
This nigga insecure.
Yo, like for a long time, I used to say that Jamie Foxx used his talent for evil, like he could sing and he's mad talented, but he goofs off. That's that motherfucker using his talent for evil.
For evil. Like, you smart as hell. Do another type of dating app where you can get paid.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna pay you for
This
a
nigga
dating.
just try to get pussy. That's all.
That's all he's
The
trying to
app's
do.
not free.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know. I
okay,
don't know.
okay,
I
okay.
didn't go into that much. I just seen that and I just started dying.
That dog made an
Bro.
app.
It don't matter to you. You
Yeah,
can't
it
get
don't
on it. Like
But
That's some real millennial shit.
that's some real
That's crazy.
millennial shit. And
I
it
would make an app and get pussy.
And it never ceases to amaze me at what men would do for pussy. Like,
Dog, it's rise the world.
yo,
We know.
nigga.
Why don't I just create an app real
What you trying to say?
quick? Make an
We
app.
know.
what you trying to say?
I'm the only person they can swipe left or right on. Like they swipe left.
And when you swipe, it's another picture of this
It,
nigga.
it might as well be like. It might as well be. It might as well be
Yeah,
a
real if he had different outfits on, like I'm at work, I'm a doctor.
Yes.
And he had like I'm a
Different
yeah,
names.
yeah.
He took that DMX challenge to a whole nother level.
Right,
God.
nigga.
What was the DMX challenge?
Keisha, Letitia.
Oh, girl.
Oh my God, okay.
Yeah.
Veronica. It was in there. It was. I was
was in there. Let's just get it right.
Niggas force it with that, but the dating app is wild as hell. Anyway.
That's mad OD. Dude. That's OD is low key.
It's funny though.
Just yourself. It is funny. It is funny.
That it ain't funny.
Just that alone will get mad.
I would never did that. I would never did that, but that's hilarious.
Exactly. You would have never did that. So it's like
That's why it's even.
I mean, I would have coded the algorithm a little bit.
So if you had the money,
5 or so, it's gonna be me. Like,
So it's basically like, hey, I'm single. Put in your application.
That's all it really is. But somebody gotta go download it.
But,
How are people hearing?
but listen, but
Yo, we need to
what
do
if
an
nobody's
application.
looking for that position.
Yo, we need to do it. Two
No, but
Super
that's
Dogs
the thing.
app
We're
for
talking
whole
about
facts.
it right now.
Oh shit.
Whole
We're
facts
talking
app.
about it.
Okay,
It's getting around.
I gotta use the
Are
bathroom.
you hearing
Mission
this?
complete.
Wait, what?
A whole facts app.
A whole facts app.
All right, who's the verification? Because if
Yeah,
it's the hoe,
exactly.
you're
Nah.
still not gonna get a clear.
And if it's the
No, no,
niggas,
no.
you're still not gonna get
Yo,
it.
sick.
Listen.
He's about to break it down for y'all.
Shoot.
You
Break down
gotta
the
get
logistics.
known niggas that don't lie on their dick, and known females that about that life.
And you need 3 references.
Three
Like,
references.
Yeah, I hit.
Three references.
Nah, you gotta
That's a
take
reference.
video because at this point you got all your niggas lying for you, bro.
All right, there can be a video. There can be a video component to this. Like you have to upload the video.
You have to
but it
upload-
will not be. It will not be
Hold on.
distributed.
Are you gonna make them pay for the bandwidth?
No. We got all that. We got all that. This is for the culture.
Oh my god.
How do
Paying for the
you?
bandwidth?
All right, so $1.99 sign up.
Oh, all right, cool.
But how do you verify a video?
Y'all bitches gonna be having mad tattoos and birthmarks. And ashy.
Look.
Ash
You know that line right, like with that line right here with an ash cheek is that line right here. Y'all bitch, that should be ashy right there.
Yeah, they don't get all up in them motherfuckers. When
Yeah.
you lotion, you gotta swipe the butt cheek to the left.
That-
or right,
that
and
line
get
right
in
there.
man. Come on,
Like-
ashy.
Put some lotion right there.
Use a wet
Look
wipe.
at her, look at her. Why she? Whoa! Why are you running?
Your chafy ass.
Wow! Boricua Morena V ran
Just
out.
stormed off the episode.
She jumped off the porch, man,
That little punch ran.
and she is red as hell. You alright, B?
What happened? What happened? Your ass cheek be ashy?
She been drinking watermelon.
Her ass cheeks, her ass.
Her ass cheeks are currently ashy.
Yeah, that crease right there.
Look at my ankles.
Yo, I don't even lift up my leg right now. I did not. I didn't put.
time.
Winter legs are in effect.
Okay, let's make this now. Yo, it's officially winter. It's snowing now. Please, motherfuckers, lotion up. No, God damn.
This will be
Long
the
socks,
winter.
baby. Long socks. nigga.
I hate lotion on my face. I can't.
Nah, it'd be cakey.
I
feels
hate
mad weird.
lotion on
Yo,
my face.
I
can't do
literally
it.
feel like I'm the only man that when I get out the shower, I lotion my whole body, bro. Lotion. Niggas only they put their clothes on and they lotion their elbows, you know what I'm saying, their ankles, and that's
I
it.
literally lotion anything you're gonna see.
Exactly.
You're gonna see my
Right
hand.
now it's just a neck up.
I can't do that. But
The hands.
you know why I lotion my whole body? Because like you ever like get so ashy and dry, like it hurts, nigga, when you move. I hate what the fuck, like
Nigga, what do you use?
Dry.
Why your skin that
What is
tight?
wrong with you? No, like,
Why, for real,
dry
why is your skin that tight? Don't tell me you use Irish Spring, bro.
No.
Okay, so
that's
then
Whoa.
I use Irish Spring.
that shit makes your skin tight.
It dries you up though. It dries you.
Does it really?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Maybe it's just
now
my
you
skin
know.
is very
What
You know, he
Irish
learned about
Spring?
Biggie when he was like
Irish
18.
Spring.
Let me use it.
Good. Yeah.
I use Dove Men's and like ivory.
Is it natural?
Listen, caress.
Remember
is where
Lever
it's at.
2000?
Lever? Is it lever?
Lever.
Lever.
Oh.
So we always knew
Leave it to
of
Beaver.
the word as lever.
Lever.
So you're not wrong. That particular company pronounces it lever because the parent company
Fuck
is called.
them.
I hate when
Lever.
people do that shit, yo. When they
Correct.
spell something and you pronounce it how it's supposed to be pronounced, but it's like I can't even think of an example,
See, but
dude.
that's
It's-
only in
Yeah, I know.
accordance to American English.
Nigga,
That company's-
our English is bullshit. Like
yeah,
English
it's
itself is
bastardized.
bullshit. We're basically ripped every culture and made it like in half in words, like Latin culture.
Yeah.
Like we half in words and shit.
Yeah, I feel
Like,
you on
like
that.
a lot of Spain, like
Yeah.
that's the mother of the like, English language.
Oh,
It's
Latin,
weird.
Latin.
In
Yeah.
Spain, I'm just kidding.
It's stupid. English is stupid. It's not real.
Well, to end this off right, motherfuckers, please lotion. Use lotion. But
Get them elbows.
Yeah, them elbows and them ankles. Lord Jesus. And them ashy ass cracks. And
No one wants to see an ashy culo.
I've been guilty. I ain't gonna lie.
Why though?
Some ashy culo.
Why you gotta show it like that?
Culo and ashy toto.
You can't be mad if you spit on your crack and try to wait that shit.
Yo.
Listen, it's wintertime.
Circles.
Yeah. God damn.
Anyway, everybody.
Like a honeycomb. Like actually has honeycomb over there.
I'm done with this nigga.
All right, I'm head out.
Yo, Kel Keyz, bro, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so
Hell yeah,
much.
bro.
But anything you working on, you want to announce, or you just want to spit out where they can find the songs one more time, your Instagram, everything.
Shit, I mean, Instagram at Kel Keyz, KELKEYZ.
Yeah. Check out the
SoundCloud,
beats.
Kel Keyz Beats.
Yes, sir.
I think YouTube is either Kel Keyz Beats or Kel Keyz, so you'll find me either way, regardless.
That's true. He does have both. Check earlier.
That's the way to do it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Cover yourself.
Cover yourself.
In every
Cover
very
that ass.
thing.
Emails. I
Cover
took
that ass,
Shot by Oodie and Photos by Oodie. I had to get them both. I was like, yo, I don't got to.
You got to.
Even though my name is unique, it's just like still like everything.
Hell yeah.
Right?
But I mean, no, you could find me on those platforms, whatever. I'm always working on new music. If you want to work on something, DM me. Send me something straight up. Just kind of
Send my nigga an email, bro.
Yeah, just grinding until like I'm able to do this full time. This is definitely my goal and my dream, but it's a process.
Hey, listen, man. That's all we want. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That's all we're trying to do. Podcasting, whether it's podcasting, whether it's my music, whether it's him and the sound engineer, we're trying to take our craft and own it our own self.
Hell
So
yeah.
we in this room now, man. You part of the family, man. You a dog now. I appreciate
Oh
you.
yeah. Thank you guys for having me again.
Yeah, no problem. Guys, thank you guys for listening.
Wait, Boricua Morena V. And don't forget my
I
Tabletalk.
want to hear you say that shit 5 times fast. No bullshit.
I ain't got that kind of
don't
time.
say no.
I've been drinking.
I don't care. You've been drinking. Water.
That was hard.
Wait, listen. Don't forget. Don't forget. You done? Are you done? You done?
Are you done?
Tres pum pum.
Nigga brought it back. Oh my
Tres
God.
todo.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. Don't forget this Saturday, December 7th is my mixer from 2 to 6 p.m.
Lit. Can I throw some
It's
Henny in
gonna
there?
be 137 Central Street NCF, JD's
can't
Bar.
throw some
Yeah,
Henny
you
in
can't say
there.
CF Live. What is it? Central.
Central Falls. Would you ask?
Huh?
I don't know what you said.
What?
Anyway, I'll see you there.
Shout out
Tickets
to all
on
my
Eventbrite.
CF people living in hell.
Yeah, shout out to Vee's Tabletalk, our sister.
City, baby.
Our sister podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening, and make sure you DM us to get for that segment. Ask Oodie.
Ask Oodie.
Hey.
Nah, see, you need to control.
Can you
both
say it?
hashtags.
Yeah, this is your segment. So what is it?
Talk to them.
I don't give a fuck. Just write us.
Pregunta
Ask
Uri.
and ask. Whatever. Don't give a fuck. Let's write us. Let's get these fucking questions in. If you enjoyed the episode,
That's it.
leave us a like, rate, comment, subscribe on all social media platforms. You know what I mean? Let us know how you feeling, dog. Bark back at us.
No. And lotion your ass cracks, please.
Yeah. Wash your culos.
Not too much though.
Not too much.
No Irish Springs.
No. Yes. Stop it. I love you.
What is
Stop
it? Dove? I gotta use Dove.
Dove.
Yeah,
All
dog.
right,
Get your
it's all
skin.
about
Get
the
your
dove.
skin right.